Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the first installment of my hashtag what the hype series. So basically, there are a lot of products on YouTube which are very hyped up, which a lot of people really talk about and be like, you know what, this is the best thing ever, blah 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 blah. And generally, I've noticed that a lot of these products are more on the high and expensive side, and it can be very difficult to actually tell whether it's worth the money or not, whether it's actually worth the hype, or it's actually worth spending so much over and over again. When it comes to big beauty bloggers and YouTubers, they do get PR a lot of times, and if they have re-spoken about a product a lot, then it is very common that they might keep getting those products, especially if they're like cult favorites. There are chances that every single time they have a new launch or something, it's kind of like related, and the brand might just send the product and PR to them, so they have their good stock. But when it comes to normal people like us, the consumers, we don't really get anything. We pay for what we like. Every single product that we have, we have either paid it from like our own pockets, or we're probably getting it a gift from someone. But of course, you get a gift just once, right? If you really love the product and if it's worth it, then you are the one who has to keep spending your money over and over again on the product, which is why it's very important to me that as someone who is a regular consumer, but then I also want to test out things and let you guys know whether it is worth spending your money on that or not. I decided that in 2020 I will be doing this series, which I spoke about in my overview video itself. But if you haven't watched that video, you wouldn't know. So I'll give you a small debrief about what it's going to be all about before I talk about today's product, or like you can say this month's product in specific. So basically, every single month I will be trying and testing out a cult favorite hyped up product. I'll use it for the entire month as much as I can. Probably, I'm sorry, probably every single day, depending on what the nature of the product is. And I will then, at the end of the month, or rather at the beginning of the next month, I will give you guys a review on the product and tell you if it's worth it or not, if you can find dupes for it, or you can just find alternatives, not necessarily dupes, but maybe cheaper alternatives, and if it is actually worth all the hype it gets and worth the money to actually keep spending on the product over and over again. And that was the short debrief that I had to give you. And for this month, the product is the famous hyped up Clinique Moisture Surge. So this is what my tub looks like. Like you can see, I have used up a lot of this. And when I actually open the tub and I show you how much I have left, you will get to know how much I have used and abused this in a month. And that is also one thing I want to talk about in these videos, is how much product you use in a month, so that way you can get a rough approximation of how often you'll have to keep repurchasing this. Now personally, I feel like this is the 50-gram size that I bought, which costed me around 2,700. Earlier it was 2,550, but they kind of hiked up the price a little bit. So if you find it still priced at 2,550, especially on Nika, then it's because that's the older batch. Not that it's a bad thing, because you'll go through a stub in a month if you're using it every single day. So it's going to be very easy to use up. It's not like it'll expire or something like that. So you can definitely go for that if you want to. But if you are going and purchasing it from stores, or maybe Sephora or something like that, you'll probably get the newer batch, and it's priced at 2,700, which is something I also wanted to share. So basically, if you are using this as a regular moisturizer for an every single day basis, morning and night, and this is your only go-to moisturizer, you will have to spend 2,700 on this every single month. Because personally, what I can tell you is that a 50-gram tub is going to last you for a month, nothing more than that, if you're using it both morning and night. Of course, if you're using a separate daytime moisturizer, separate nighttime moisturizer, then it's going to be different. But if you're using it twice in a day, it's going to last you a month. So spending 2,700 every month is something that personally I absolutely cannot do, which is something I would blatantly say that it's a lot of money, and I don't have a money plant at home which just multiplies money. So yeah, it is definitely a very very expensive product. Now coming to, is it worth it or not? But before that, I'll tell you about the product and all that it's supposed to do. So it's basically supposed to be a gel based moisturizer, which is great. This is what the consistency is like. um, I will show you. So it's very clear gel based. It's got like a light pink tinge to it, and it's supposed to be perfect no matter what your skin type is. If you have oily skin, it's not gonna make you too oily, too greasy. Even if you have dry skin, it's gonna be perfect. Of course, you will have to use something more hydrating along with it, like maybe if you're using it for night time, then maybe this with like a facial oil or something like that. But it's mainly supposed to hydrate the skin, not really moisturize as much, and it is a great product for that. Again, like you can see, it's gotten completely absorbed into the skin, and it doesn't leave any sort of an oily or greasy residue. So it's just a very nice hydrating gel based moisturizer, which is great no matter what your skin type is, no matter what your skin concern is. It's something that you can definitely use mainly to hydrate the skin a lot. But my question here is to all of you, that is this the only gel moisturizer out there that does that? And the answer for me, like if someone would ask me this question, I would say that no, it's not. There are a lot of gel moisturizers out there which do the exact same thing, and there are multiple examples I can give you. The Hydrogen, sorry, not Hydrogena, Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel, the water gel, I think, yeah. That's what it's called. I believe I'll link in the description box about what I'm talking about. I don't physically have the product because I've used it completely up, so I don't have it anymore. You have that, which costs around it costs around 850 for a 50-gram tub. So again, it's going to cost you just I mean, the quantity is just the same, but the price, when it comes to, if you break it down, it's around one third of the price. You have the Face Shop, what's that called, yeah, No Shine Hydrating Cream, which is a little bit cheaper than this. It's priced at, I believe, around 2100 or something like that, again 50-gram size. So that and this doesn't have a lot of difference in terms of price comparison, but on Nykaa the Face Shop is really really cheap when they have like flat 25% off on Face Shop, or even like if the particular product is on a discount. I still feel that when you have a 20-25% off or a 30% off on the product, you'll definitely save a lot of money. So maybe then you can tend to go for that. But otherwise, there are so many affordable alternatives. And I have one dupe which I feel is the cheapest if you compare to any other dupe that they have. And this is, I think, personally going to be my holy grail very, very soon. I don't want to say that as of now, but ever since I've tried it out, I've absolutely been in love with it. I also currently have it on my face right now, and it is the Pond's Super Light Gel Oil Free Moisturizer for non-sticky glowing skin, hyaluronic acid plus vitamin E. This is what it looks like. This to me is the most comparable dupe in terms of the texture and the like overall the results. I feel with every single gel moisturizer is literally the same. They're all gel based moisturizers, none of them are sticky or oily on the skin. They all are very very rich in terms of hydrating the skin, not really moisturizing, and it's going to be perfect no matter what your skin type is again, once again. So this is what it actually looks like. It's blue in color, and then I'm just going to take a little bit, and I will apply on different part of my hand. I'll apply it here. And literally all of these feel the exact same way. Of course, the ingredients might be a little bit different in all the products, but when it comes to the results that you see, they're pretty much all the exact same thing. And when we compare the price, this one actually comes with a little bit more product. It comes with 73 grams of product, and it's priced at rupees 150, I believe. Yeah, it's 149, so pretty much 150. So this is like the cheapest dupe that you could ever find, and especially if you're looking for like a product you want to invest in and make it like your holy grail and use it over and over and over again. This I feel is going to be the best bang for your buck, and this is what I would personally recommend if you are looking at an affordable gel moisturizer, and again something to really invest in, which will become your holy grail. If you want to try it out, you can definitely go and try the Clinique moisturizer as well. It is not a bad product, but it's just that if you can save so much more money and maybe spend it on something which is going to be more of like an investment, like maybe a serum, something which will like really transform your skin, then maybe spending more money on that would be more worth it rather than spending money on a gel moisturizer, which you can easily find more affordable dupes for. So yeah, that was pretty much with my entire thoughts and opinions that I wanted to share on Clinique Master Search, and also the affordable dupe by Pond's that I wanted to share with you as well. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed watching and you would look forward to more videos like these in the series. And for that, the only thing you need to do is subscribe to my channel and hit on the bell button, because that way you will get to know every single time I post a new video. Generally, these videos will be coming out in the beginning of every month. So the next video will be sometime in the beginning of Feb. It's probably going to be the first video, I believe, in the month of Feb. So definitely keep your eye out on that as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye. Bye bye.